And that's another level for Astrid. Luck. Alright. You have pretty good stats anyway, so it's fine by me. So I actually want to move Astrid here, because here's what I'm going to do. This tile... I'll move here. Killer Bow. Parthia? Even the Parthia is not enough. This works. Then I will put my dear friend Ranulf here on the Ballista tile. I think he will be able to reach. Yes, he will. And he will play with both this guy as well as that Myrmidon, Swordmaster, sorry. He'll manage to survive. I think he has more than enough HP and defense to do so. Silver Sword, 28. 22, 6 with a crit at the most. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. So I'll have some fun right here. Steel Axe, no. I'll have to use the Silver Lance here. I don't want to break the best girl now, of all times. So let's see these enemies real quick. Steel Axe, Lagoose Axe, Steel Sword. The Tiger, however, is kind of scary, as well as this guy. So... oh, all these tiles give 1 defense and 10 avoid? I actually didn't notice. So here's what I'll do. I'll put Jill... yeah, I'll put Jill here. At the most, she can be attacked by 3 enemies. 4, maybe, with, so 1, 2, and 3. 4 with this guy. He drops the Purge, but I don't really care. Okay, so I'll move my advance with Ike up here, because, let's face it, he's the best chance that I have with, those boulders. Let's see, he has, all 3 boulders will go down, well, not all 3, but 2 of them will go down this this area right here. So you will have effectively 29 HP. And this boulder right here will go down from here. From here and go here like this, hitting Oscar. Unless I do this, it's perfect. One, two, three. So I'll put Marcia in a position where I can actually plan to do a little hit and run in the next turn. This'll work just fine. And I'll chuck a vulnerary just in case, because I don't really trust myself. Okay, how much damage that's gonna be? Nothing, because miss. Alright, so 3, that's gonna hurt. No, 1 damage. I don't even need to worry about those ballistas. Those usually, they deal a lot of They deal damage to more than 1 unit, but then again, and thank you for the 1 HP, not that I need it. Alright, this works pretty well. Okay, Ronulf. I don't know if you double this guy. I think not. Yeah. But you could get a level from that guy. Okay, so that boulder is not going anywhere, which is a bit of a problem. I do need the boulders to roll. But I guess this works as well, because that way more enemies will come murdering themselves at the hands of Jill. That works for me. If you really want to die that bad, be my freaking guest. He dropped the boulder and no one was there. Except his comrade. What a bad move. Okay, so the right side is effectively blocked. Because those boulders can only go down. Huh. That's, interesting, to say the least. HP miss. Oh, come on, I want strength, not just magic. Also, I think I need to check Jill's stats. I think something capped out. Maybe speed. Jill is actually so good right now. Ow. And don't even kill the tiger. Yeah, tigers are beefy after all. Now, as long as I can move to kill that purged tome, I think that would be for the best. I don't think that's gonna happen that easily, right? Yeah, speed is capped, and I think defense too by 1 or 2 points. Works for me. Those are stats that in Radiant Dawn are actually pretty nice to have, not gonna lie. Okay, so I will try to... actually... You guys thinking what I'm thinking? Because that's gotta be fun. I need to draw out as many of these guys as I humanly can, right? Well, I say let us do so then. Rolf, I think you will be able to do something with the longbow here. As long as I do... well, I can also do this. And actually this. I can chant for 4 people! Yay! Also, I do squarely remember that you get something like a leg ring or something. At one point. Again, I would need a crit or 2 adept procs, which are not going to happen, I'm sure. Right. I think that's S-rank bows. Yes. Who would have freaking thunk it, right? Okay, so Jill. Jill. Do my work for me, will you, little girl? I don't even need to heal her, she is more than fine. Purge Tome, which will be sold for money, of course. And let's see here, this guy can still reach for Soren. How can I avoid that? Put Astrid here. He'll probably go for Rolf anyway, so... Right. Soren, you can stay here for this turn. Effectively, all of my units here are blocked. I'll heal up Nephne, sure. But before going down, I will most certainly take care of this guy, and Marcia is the one I want to do it. Silver Lance, yeah. One more? That's done. When a mastery skill procs, it will always hit. Now, these 1 and 2 can actually roll on the boulders, but not really too concerned about that now, am I? In fact, if they do, I'm actually kind of happy. I'm actually kind of happy because that way I will have a clear path. And I think you two did your part for this map, maybe Oscar. I'll still move them around, you know, just because. Alright, let's see how this goes. Sure hope Rolf will be fine. Well, everyone really. The last thing I want to do is lose anyone. Two HP, 1 defense. Wow, I forgot that he has over 100% HP. That's crazy. Jill is actually tanky enough to take a lot of these guys with little to no effort. Like, the only one is the tiger here that actually deals like 7 to 8 damage. But again, Jill is so tanky, it's not even funny anymore. I think I'm feeding too many kills to her. Like, I know Ike and the Mist need to get up to speed real fast. Rolf being awesome. Being ever more awesome. Yeah, I can easily take care of all of them in this turn. The only one that needs taking care of is this guy. But I think I actually know how to deal with this. First off, Astrid, get a kill. Get a kill on the house. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. And Lagoos are worth a lot of experience, so yeah. I think Rolf can actually afford himself to take both kills here. If you know what I mean. Not gonna use the Parthia just yet. That's a way more valuable bow than you might think. Oh, finally someone gets strength. Thank you, Rolf. I really appreciate that. You're 2 points away from capping skill and speed, I believe. So that's nice. I'll be sending Ranulf up here just because. Oh, I can clear in 7 turns. It all depends on Ranulf being not Ranulf, Rolf being able to kill that guy. Because otherwise this might be a problem. Come on, Rolf. I need 1 crit. You have 24% chance. Come on. Come on. Not good. Well, I'll have to do this then. And while I'm at it, I'm actually going to trade for the Poogie. Anyway, don't think I have forgotten about you. You're going to die. You're gonna die, clown! Yes, I did took a Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge reference, but what do I know? Okay, I actually don't think I will be able to clear in 7 turns in after all. Unless... No, that's never gonna work. I'll send Marcia here just in case. I know she'll be able to do something. Physic. Sure, I'll physic Marcia. That way I think Mist level up? No, definitely not. I don't think moving you actually has some importance at this point. Yeah, he goes for Rolf, so it will be a clear in 8 turns instead of 7. Too bad. I genuinely thought I could do it. Well, it's the proof that not everything goes according to plan. And you know what? I think Jill can actually take this one. Or Soren even. Now, Jill is safe to level up here. I think I'll have to bench her for a while. Like, she's getting too good. Oh boy. Jill is actually so powerful right now, it's not even a joke. She could be as good as Oscar, if not even better. Which also explains the bad level up at this point. Well, clear in 8 turns. Not too bad. Yeah, I think I still got like 4 Android bonus experience out of this. Maybe 5. Is this the lot of them? It looked like there were more of them from down here. Uh-oh. Now we got you. Eat rock. Hit rock. I'm pretty clever. Yeah, you might want to look to your left. Sorry about that, scream. I have a little bit of a sore throat. Above us! Look out! Incoming!
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Thanks a lot, Daein. That's appreciated. Need a hand? Daein, you came! Well met, Rayson. And well met to the rest of you as well, warriors of Crimea. How did you come to be here? I thought I'd help you wipe out Daein. That's good news for us, but has something happened? Why did you suddenly decide to help? I asked for his aid. We must defeat King Daein. To that end, the more powerful we are, the better, yes? So that's the story, is it? It's true that Razor requested my aid, however, that's not the only reason that I am here. What is it? In a moment. First, let us meet with the King of Lions. He waits for us at the foot of the mountain. Understood. Come on everyone, let's get off this peak and take a rest at the bottom. Woo! That was a funny map. King Kenigus, it's an honor to see you again. First, let me offer you my congratulations. You made quite the triumphant return, Princess Alicia. Thank you. Sorry about that. And allow me to express my gratitude for having the Kingdom of Gallia fighting at our side. Your presence fills me with strength. During this short interim, you've managed to turn the tide of the war. To be honest, I'm quite surprised. I didn't come this far on my own. My Lord Ike and his brave companions were with me. It was all with the support of that many that I was able to return home. Yes, my reports cover most of that. Everything that happened in Banyan and in Daein as well. As to that, about Nasir... King Gallia, Princess Crimea. I apologize for interrupting the festivities, but there's something I must discuss with you. Would you gather over there? And now he drops the ball. This group contains the people who were at the heart of the last battle, correct? Yes, it is. What about the two children? Surely they weren't involved. Children? Yeah, sorry to disappoint you, Tibarn. They may be children, but they are two of my best units, so they're staying. This is Soren, he's my tactician. And this is my sister, Mist. Before we begin this war council, there's something I need to share with all of you. It's a story that involves my parents as well. I've kept most of it from my sister, but I felt this would be a good chance for her to hear it, so I asked her to join us. Understood. Go on. It all begins when we meet Princess Alicia and escort her into the forests of Gallia. And... explanation that we don't get to hear. And that is everything I know. Father, is that how... Mom? That's not true, is it? I'm afraid it is, my friend. Mist, do you want to leave? No, I'm alright. I'm just a little confused. Mist. That's the whole of it, eh? So this wasn't just a dispute between Crimea and Daein. There was something else at play the entire time. What could King Ashnard's ultimate goal possibly be? He has risked everything, even surrendering his own country. 20 years ago, even before he became king, he tried to release the Dark God from within the medallion. However, he was thwarted by the actions of Grail and Elena. What manner of being is this Dark God? What would happen if it were freed from its prison? I fear the world will once again be beset by natural calamity, much like it was 800 years ago. At that time, the world, save Tellius, was drowned beneath the seas. That is a true story? I thought it was nothing more than a fable. We have living proof. Goldoa's King Deginsia. He and two other heroes fought alongside the goddess herself to defeat the Dark One. King Goldoa was one of the legendary heroes? But he's still alive. Black Dragon King is a living fossil and as stubborn as anything alive. He's been trying to control the rest of us for years, and he always says the same thing. Do not fan the flames of strife. As long as Laren's medallion exists, you must never begin a war that engulfs this entire continent. Never begin a war? It's possible. Perhaps there is more than one way for the Dark God to gain his freedom. Oh ho, aren't you the clever one? That's just what the Black Dragon King says. Yet the truth of that is unknown. There's a war going on right now, but the Dark God's nowhere in sight, is it? Could it be? I think I may finally know Ashnard's intentions. Really? King Golduas says that a conflict which engulfs the entire continent would free the Dark God from the medallion. Let us assume that the war would have had such an effect on the medallion no matter what it was, or who possessed it. And let's also assume that the King of Daein thinks this as well. I can hear him now. Where is the tinder for the blaze I need? The answer to this question proved to be an easy one, yet he had to find a way to test his theory. So he attacked neighboring Crimea. It had to be Crimea. Benya was too big, too powerful. Daein would have lost. Crimea, however, is a country known more for its scholarship than its military strength. Daein probably felt that a surprise invasion would let them win while taking minimal casualties themselves, and they were right. Crimea was easy prey. King Ramon was also friendly towards Laguz. I imagine that this too influenced Daein's decision. If things went well, the conflict wouldn't be enough to engulf Crimea's allies, Gallia, and the fires would spread. First Crimea, then Gallia, and eventually Benyon as well. Daein's power would increase, and strife and discord would spread across the land, eventually reaching the lost medallion. So you believe King Daein's goal is to awaken the Dark God after all? At the very least, it is one of his ambitions. There can be no mistaking that. Which means our plan to attack him at the capital fits right into his strategy, doesn't it? It is the trigger he needs to break the Dark God's bonds. Even if that's true, we can't stop now. This war's gone too far for that. We have to smash Daein to end its menace once and for all. We bury every one of them and finish it. Agreed. That's the only plan that makes any sense. If only we had the medallion with us. What is it, Rayson? Is there a way to avoid all of this? We, that is, the descendants of Leanne, we have a gift. Through the power of their slumber galder, we have the ability to suppress the chaotic energies of the Dark Gods in the medallion. So even if a massive battle occurred, if it were in my possession, I might be able to. I'm so sorry. It's because of my carelessness that the medallion was lost in the first place. Mist, I told you that it wasn't your fault, didn't I? But you were never careless, Mist, I know. You kept the medallion next to you at all times. You told me that it was a keepsake of your mother's, and you always took good care of it, didn't you? That's why it's not your fault, so please don't punish yourself anymore, alright? Princess Alinsha. She's right, and besides, the Dark God could be released no matter where the medallion is, so it's nothing to worry about. Thank you, Ranulf. Alright, it's about time for you to hear what I have to say. Rayson. Yes? I'm sorry. Huh? For what? Leanne's being kidnapped. He may have been by Daein's hand. And now he drops the ball. That can't be. Why would Leanne be taken? The release galder can only be sung by the girl Altina, right? But Ashna doesn't know that. Oh no. What a mess. Nothing can ever be clear and simple, can it? Well, it would be way too boring otherwise, Ranulf. You and I both know that. Well, that took a turn for the worst, apparently. And with that, we clear chapter 25. I really want to thank you guys for joining me. It was a wild ride, to say the least. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment so that I know what you think of it. And if you haven't, please subscribe and click on the bell so you will be automatically updated whenever I will make a new upload. Name has been Bahama Raven, and I will see you soon with the next video. Peace out, my friends.